Steve, we started off pretty well, took an early lead, deservedly, and then where did it all go wrong after that?
Players not listening to instructions. I had a report on them, a thorough report, told them about individual players, what they do, gave them their instructions, told them that the 10 pills off the shoulder for diagonal balls, and from set pieces they hit him in hard and low. We didn't deal with the diagonal ball across. He got off Franz, but Folksy was too wide, not covering. And then Charlie Slocum at the near post has let the ball go straight across the goal. They've had a tap in. So players didn't follow instructions. It was poor, it was timid, it was lacklustre, it was embarrassing. I apologise to the ball, the fans, everyone, because that was a poor performance tonight. And they've been told, I can't have players hiding from the ball. And I had 3 or 4 players out there tonight hiding. Even if they're in a bad game, they've got to still want to get on the ball.
Not trying to make excuses or cover up, but we did have 3 very experienced players missing tonight, didn't we?
Jim, I've had players missing all season, but they haven't served up that dross, you know. I had players missing against Margate, I had players missing against Maidstone, with injuries coming on and off, so I ain't using that as an excuse. It was just poor, weak is the word, you know, weak characters. I had 3 big players missing, and it showed. It showed the strong characters I got in the side, because the others let themselves down tonight.
And basically, Peacehaven, once they got in the lead, didn't really do an awful lot, did they? I didn't think. Except defend well. I mean,
Peacehaven had 3 chances, you know, and I haven't got players willing enough to run in behind and create space for others. They want it to feet. As my assistant Barry said, stick them in a 5-a-side court, that'd be $1 million. But it ain't a 5-a-side court. There's a lot of grass out there you can run into. They played quite high. We're trying to get in behind them. Players don't want to run in there, and then they pick it up and pump it down our throat. So very embarrassed tonight on that performance.
On the injury front, how are we looking for Saturday?
Tom Parkinson should be back. You know, he got here tonight and there was a slight strain in his groin. I didn't want to chance it. Nathan got here and he's got a lump on his thigh. He had to go straight to hospital to get it checked out. Melvin weren't too happy with that. So that's 2 gone down. I spoke to a couple of reserve players to come in and at late notice, obviously I didn't know the full extent of the injuries, but at late notice, 5:30, they couldn't make it. Now, if I want players in, if I was a player, I'd be busting my nuts to get in. But there you go. That's the sort of players you've got at the moment, the personalities you've got. So they need to shake themselves up, because I changed it once before. I'm going to change it again, and hopefully for the better. We've just got to be stronger, better on the ball, and braver on the ball. You know, too many balls being pumped forward. You know, I thought I'd got that out of this club where they just play long ball all the time. Sometimes you have to do it, but we was doing it constantly for 2 little boys up front, you know.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work, does it?
No, of course it don't.
Well, thanks very much for your honesty, Steve, and we'll hope for better things on Saturday.